guys go to church? Either way you go to church? A little bit here and there. I'm going to tell you this. Has the pastor ever showed you in the Bible that the conquistadors came over here and conquered the Aztecs? Never saw that, right? So this is why it's important for us to really read the Bible ourselves. Because they came over here and tried to destroy us, and now this is why we face these things today. So, your nationality in the Bible, right? God never called you Mexican. Where does that come from?
From the Spanish that got mixed with the Aztecs and they had to give it a name.
Oh, okay. So the Spanish were the conquistadors, right? That came and conquered the Aztecs, right? So when you read in the Bible, there's no difference between black and Hispanic people. We are the same, right? Because we have a forefather that we both relate to, right? So when you read that in the Bible, did you know that history of conquistadors is going to be in the Bible? Look, I want to show y'all something real quick. What's your name, bro?
Jay.
Jay? Hey, Jay? All right, I'm Yuri. What's your name, big bro? Huh? Isaiah? Okay, all right. So, I'm going to show y'all exactly what y'all just said is actually in the Bible. Go ahead, read that. Yeah.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
So, what does it mean to hearken? The word hearken. Okay, how about you? So the word hearken means to listen. It said that we will not listen to God and...
If you will not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe, to do all his commandments.
So it's saying that if we wouldn't listen to God and do the commandments that are in the Bible, go ahead.
And his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
Now let me ask y'all something. Is a curse a good thing or a bad thing? It's a bad thing, right? So God is saying right here to the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans that bad things were going to happen to us because we didn't listen to God. Mainly, we didn't do his commandments. You follow me, right? Both of y'all, right? All right, now go to verse 49.
Verse 49. The Lord shall bring a nation against thee from far, from the end of the earth, as swift as the eagle flieth.
So, the conquistadors, right? What country did they come from?
They came from Spain.
They came from Spain. Now, is Spain close to here, America? No, it's not. So,
it's in Europe.
Exactly, it's in Europe. So the conquistadors came over. They came over here to colonize and conquer. The word conquistador, root word of that is conquer. They came over here to conquer the so-called Hispanics. Y'all aware of that history, right? Right. They came over here to do that, right? So now, read that part again. Top.
The Lord shall bring a nation against thee from far.
Right. He's talking about the conquistadors. They will come from far and...
from the end of the earth, as swift as the eagle flieth.
Now, what was the symbol that the conquistadors like to use?
I didn't have that.
Okay. I want y'all to take a look at this real quick, right? You see here on these coins, right? Now, this one right here, the Spanish coin, right? The Roman coin, the Greek coin, the American coin. What do all these coins here have in common?
Eagles and faces.
They got eagles, right? Now read that part again.
The Lord shall bring a nation against thee from far, from the end of the earth, as swift as the eagle flieth.
Now, did you know this was documented in the Bible?
No.
It's talking about how the conquistadors would come over here and they would try to conquer you guys. Right. This is a curse that God said would befall the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Right. It's talking about you.
Right.
It shows that you're an Israelite today because these curses are a sign. Read the rest of it.
A nation whose tongue thou shalt not understand.
Because were the Hispanics, were they always speaking Spanish during this time?
No.
No, you weren't.
We're speaking, I don't know the language, but either speak Spanish.
I'll show you what, it was different dialects of Hebrew.
That's right.
This is your Bible, this is your book. But they came over here and conquered you, so this is what has befallen us today. But you never knew this history was in the Bible, right? Never seen this before. You guys go to church? Either way you go to church? A little bit here and there. I'm going to tell you this. Has the pastor ever showed you in the Bible that the conquistadors came over here and conquered the Aztecs?
No.
Never saw that, right? So this is why it's important for us to really read the Bible ourselves.
Right.
Because they came over here and tried to destroy us, and now this is why we face these things today. Right, Jay? So listen to that. Go ahead.
A nation of fierce countenance, which shall not regard the person of the old, nor show favor to the young.
Now, when the conquistadors came over here to conquer your people, right? Were they nice?
First,
At first, right? They played like they were nice. But what were their real intentions?
take over, destroy.
It was to take over and destroy. See, I knew you was smart. I knew you was a wise brother, man. So they came over here, and it says they would not regard the person of the old, nor show favor to the young. So they didn't care about your grandma, your grandpa. They didn't care if it was a newborn baby or a toddler. Everybody had to get it. Everybody had to die. That was the mindset of the people that came over here. Right, they bashed babies against the stones. They did evil to our people. And this is showing who you are in the Bible. Right, now read verse, the sign.
Moreover, all these curses shall come upon thee, and shall pursue thee, and overtake thee.
Now, Jay, we read, it was the first verse we read. Why did the curses come upon us?
Disobeying the commandment.
It was disobeying the commandments of God.
Right.
So, go ahead.
Till thou be destroyed.
And now we're destroyed as a people. We're destroyed as a people through the conquistadors coming over here, the English coming over here, black people being brought on slave ships. We've been destroyed as a people. And it's all because we broke the commandments of God. Go ahead.
Because thou hearkenest not unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to keep his commandments and his statutes, which he commanded thee, and they shall be upon thee for a sign.
Now, Jay, what is a sign? Because it said the curses, because we didn't keep commandments, would be upon us for a sign. What's a sign do? What's its main purpose?
That's a good one. Kind of like to promote or to like display.
Display, promote, okay. Because how do I know I'm at the Sunoco gas station? How I know I'm here? I can see that huge sign right there, right? So when you read in the Bible, God is saying right here that the curses will be upon the Israelites for a sign. Because we will lose our identity from the conquistadors coming over here and oppressing us, from the so-called white man putting us on slave ships, putting us in the sugarcane, tobacco fields, the cotton fields. We would lose our identity. So the curses had to be upon us for a sign, right? Go ahead.
And for a wonder, and upon thy seed forever.
And we would wonder who we are, but our wondering is right here in the Bible. We find the answer right here.
Across the earth, the prophets move. From city streets to distant lands, the message is the same. Israel must rise. Through every quest, every journey, the truth spreads. No border can contain it. No distance can silence it. Our nation lives in every moment. In joy, we celebrate marriages. In sorrow, we honor our dead. On the Sabbath, we gather as one. Families rejoicing together, bound by the commandments of God. Yet are we tried. From the stones in Kenya to the hatred in Montana, we endure as a soldier of the Lord. And still, the mission expands. On the airwaves, on the screens, in every nation under heaven, Israel's voice is heard. We build our communities. We raise our children in royalty. We restore what was broken. We clean what was defiled. We show the world who we are. This is Israel united in Christ. Nation in motion. Nation endures.